Introduction. This lesson introduced the discussion of the key components of a computer system and how they work together. There are three main components of computer system: hardware, software, and humanware. Computer-associated equipment is called hardware. Computer software is a collection of instructions which tell us what to do with the hardware. However, humanware are the most important components of a computer system. For some reason, because people use the computer power. The learning outcome: by the end of this module, student will be able to explain the key components of computer system, classify the components of computer system, distinguish the difference between hardware, software, and humanware, define operating and humanware, define the operating system, identify the basic components of an operating system, and discuss and enumerate the different type of operating system. Learning content. Computer system. It is a collection of entities, hardware, software, and humanware that are designed to receive, process, manage, and present information in a meaningful format. As we can see in the module, software, hardware, and humanware is connected to computer system. It consists primarily of four basic units: the input unit, the storage unit, the central process units, and the output unit. A computer performs 5 major operations of function regarding of its size and makes, and it concepts data or instruction as input. It stores data and instruction. It processes data as per instruction. It controls all operation inside a computer, and it gives result in the form of output. What is input? Input unit. Input unit. It's used for transfer raw data and control signals into the information process system by the user before process and computation. All the input unit device provide the instruction, and data are transferred into binary code that is the primary memory acceptable format. The function of input unit are: accept data and set its instruction command, convert the data in a form which the computer can accept, and provide this converting data to the computer for further processing. Central process unit. This is called the brain of the computer system. It consists of three parts, namely the control unit, the arithmetic logic unit, and the primary storage unit. Control unit. It controls, manage, and coordinate the operation of entire computer system. Arithmetic logic unit. It executes the instruction and perform all the calculation and decision. Primary storage unit. It also called as main memory. The data which is to be output the computer system is also temporarily stored. It is the storage function that hold the computer program during execution. It stores temporary result of intermediate process. Output unit. It gives the result of the process and computation to the outside world. The output unit accepts the result produced by computer, convert them into human readable form and supply them to the user.
Input device for video. Hardware components that capture video signal and convert them into a digital format that a computer can process. Example: webcam, digital cameras, CCTV. Input device for video. Hardware components that capture video signal and convert them into a digital format that a computer can process. Example, webcam, digital camera, CCTV camera. Pointing device. Hardware input tool that a user manipulates physical to control the movement of a cursor or pointer on a computer's display screen, allowing for interaction with a graphical user interface GUI. Classification of input device. Input device for text and image. The keyboard which allow the for text entry by processing keys and touchscreen device and digital pen stylus. Example, keyboard scanner, optical mark reader, barcode reader, plastic scanner, hand scanner, graphic magnetic ink characteristic reader, digital camera. Input device audio. Microphone captures sound waves and converts them into a electrical signal that computer or other device can process. MIDI keyboard. Control keyboard in practically a piano style electronic unical keyboard.
We have a 15 parts of system unit. We have a main board or motherboard, hard disk drive, optical drive, memory or RAM, microprocessor or central processing unit, computer power supply, heat sink fan, network card, sound card, and graphics card, chipset and cooling fan, CMOS battery and IED controlling, and SATA controlling. We have a main board or motherboard. Commonly used in America, the motherboard is a critical part of a computer, connecting all the components and enabling them to work together. The hard disk drive storage is used as the main storage device for the programs and data. When the computer is not being used, information is stored on the hard drive magnetically, and the capacity of the device is usually measured in the megabytes, gigabytes, or terabytes. Optical drive or a DVD disc allows removable optical disc to be used to restore information. Memory or RAM is a computer short-term data storage essential for running applications and keeping the system responsive. Microprocessor or central processing unit is also called the brain of the computer because it manages and control all the components in the system. We have 3 components of CPU. We have a control unit, arithmetic logic unit, and register. Control units is coordinate and control all parts of the computer system. Arithmetic logic units. It performs arithmetic or logical operations. Computer power supply is the essential for providing stable, regulated, and safe power to all components. Computer power supply. Computer power supply is essential for providing stable, regulated, and safe power to all computers. Heat sink fan for maintaining optimal operating temperatures, preventing overheating. Network card for enabling network connection, for securing high-speed data transfer, and providing a stable and secure connections. Sound card is the expansion components in the computers that manage audio output and input, enabling and playbacks of high-quality sounds. Graphic card is a specialized hardware components designed to handle and accelerate graphics-related tasks in a computer system. Chipset is a group of microchips on the motherboard that works together to manage data flow between the CPU, GPU, and RAM storage and peripherals. Cooling fan is active cooling, drawing cooling air in and expelling warm air to maintain optimal operating temperatures and prevent components damage. CMOS battery. These batteries mount on the motherboard in one of three ways. The obsolete external battery, the most common onboard battery, and built-in battery. Also CMOS and complementary metal oxide semiconductor. IDE or Integrated Drive Electronics Controller. It is the responsible for controlling the hard drive and CDROM. SATA or Serial Advanced Technology Attachments. Major upgraded of IDE controller responsible for controlling the hard drive and CDROM. We have two categories of software. We have a software system and application system. System software is designed to manage and control the computer hardware and provide a platform for application software to run on. Operating system as a brain of your computer is the main software that handles all the hardware and other software, making sure everything runs smoothly. Here are the parts and functions of operating system. We have a memory management. It's a several program can be opened at once. The OS has to allocate memory to each program that is running, including itself. And we have resource allocate and sharing. Some computer system can multitask. Several programs can run at once. The OS allocates processing time, memory, and resources to each. And we have backing store management. The OS maintains a directory of the HDD so that files and free space can be located quickly. The OS controls the transfer of the data from disk to memory and back again. Interrupt handling. The OS will detect interrupts when the printer is out of paper, when the user is pressing the ESC key, or when a hardware device or an application is malfunctioning. The OS will display the approximate error message and may suggest corrective action to the user. And we have a process management. It helps OS to create and delete processes. It also provides mechanism for the synchronization and communication among processes. File management. It manages all the files related activities such as organization, storage, retrieval, naming, sharing, and protections of files. Device management. It keeps track of all devices. Its module also responsible for the task is known as the I/O controller. It also performs the task of allocation and deallocation of the device. I/O system management. One of the main objects of any OS is to hide the peculiarities of that hardware device from the user. Secondary storage management. Systems have several levels of storage, which includes primary storage, secondary storage, and cache storage. Instructions and data must be stored in primary storage or cache so that a running program can reference it. Security. These modules protects the data and information of a computer system against malware, threats, and unauthorized access. Command interpretations. Commands giving by the acting system resources to process that commands. Networking. A distributed system is the group of processors which do not share memory, hardware device, or a clock. The processor communicates with one another through the network. Job accounting. It keeps track of time and resources used by the various job and user. Communication management. The coordination and assignments of compilers, interpreters, and other software resources of the various users of the computer system. Here the type of operating system. Here we have a batch operating system. Batch operating system groups jobs into the batches and process them together without user interactions. Users submit jobs, the OS organizes them into batches, and these batches sent to the CPU. Once submitted, their interaction until processing is done. We have multitasking. Time sharing operating system. Users and task sharing computers at the same time. The OS manage tasks like printing website, browsing, and documents editing, allocating CPU time to each. This allows several users to work on the same system. Real-time, also called an embedded OS, responds to input very quickly, relying on clock interrupts. Users interact with the applications which are managed by the RTOS, controls the hardware directly. Distributed operating system runs application across multiple network computers. It's an extension of network OS integrations machines for faster communications. Network operating system is to manage a network. It handle data, users, security, and applications. The server acts as a central file server, providing resources to connected client devices like computer and printer. Mobile OS are designed for the smartphone, tablets, and wearable, allowing them to run app. Examples include Android, BlackBerry webs, and watches they able device to function.
Number 1. Batch operating system. An older type of operating system where job programs with data are grouped into batches by an operator and then executed sequentially without user interaction between them. Number 2. Multitasking time-sharing operating system allows a computer to perform multiple tasks or process common to con- Commonwealth by rapidly switching between them, creating the illusion of stimultaneous execution. Number 3. Real-time, a specialized operating system designed for a blended system that requires predictable and timely responses to events with strict deadlines. Distributed operating system is a system software that manages a network of independent computers nodes so they appear to use a single unified system. Number 5. Network operating system. Specialization software that manage network resources and facilities communication between connected devices such as computer, service, and printers. Number 6. Mobile OS. A pure software that runs the smartphone, tablets, and others mobile device, enabling them to excite application, manage hardware, and provide a network for service. Example of operating system. Example of operating system. The Unix operating system, a family of multitasking multi-user operating system designed for flexibility and efficiency. B. Macintosh, MacOS of medium modern operating system for Apple Macintosh computers. C. MS-DOS, Microsoft DEX operating system, a command line operating for 86 basic personal computers. Microsoft Windows operating system, a line of proprietary operating system by Microsoft that manages component, hardware and software, providing a graphic user interface for users to interact with their device, open program, and access features. Linux operating system, an open source unique live operating system kernel developed by the Linux Troubles Utilities Program. System software designed to manage, manufacture, and obtains a computer performance and process resources, device drives. A specialization software program that acts as a transistor enabling an operating system and other specialization to communicate with a specific hardware components like and printers, keyboard, and graphics. Application software, proprietary application software, customized software with restricted usage and no access to its source code, while customized software is designed to most the unique specific need of a business of a user with her user having significant control over feature and change.